Good morning, y'all. It's Frank. Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday morning, a little after 9. Doing this again. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. Just, I don't know. Just ain't been in the mood, really. Keep it honest with you. So finally, after 6 months, I would say, so I got a message from Rachel and said, hey, I'd like to sit down and speak, right? So of course she is now, right? I had to take her car because she just couldn't be responsible enough to make the payments on time for the past 6 months, which, you know, anybody that's familiar with that knows what that does to your credit, amongst other things. So I, unfortunately, and didn't really like doing it, but, I had to take her car, and I told her, when I took it, I told her, I made sure I did it on a day where she didn't have work the next day and all that shit, and sent her a message as soon as I did it. I said, look, and sent her messages prior to it, but, anyway, so we have this meeting, right? And so we met, me and Rachel and one of my friend's father, well, his father and his mother that we sort of look up to. They're good people. So we met with them. I met with him the day prior, and he said, so how do you think this is going to go? I said, well, I know what I'm going to hear. I want a divorce, and there's going to be absolutely no accountability, no acceptance of anything. Everything is going to be my fault. I said, watch. We go into the meeting. She comes in there like nothing. And she just starts like trying to have this normal conversation. And I'm blown out of my mind. Right? I'm blown out of my mind. And I'm like, all right, let me just give her a few. So I give her a few, and the same thing. And I say, yo, what are we doing here? I said, let's get down to the, to the issue here. Want a divorce or what's going on? She said, yeah, I want a divorce. I said, okay. So I said, why do we even have to, like, you could have put this in a text message over the last 6 months or an email message. Why do we have to waste these people's time and waste my time and your time? Like, don't you see that? She's like, of course, no. Well, you asked for this meet. And I was like, all right, I guess. And she just said, oh, I want to do what's best for the kids. And I said, oh, now you want to do what's best for the kids. That's funny. You didn't think about that when you took them out of their home, took them from their father. Major's birthday was last weekend. She took him away for his birthday. I didn't get to see him. And then he had wrestling to qualify 4 states. She didn't even tell me about that. So I was like, oh, now you're worried about doing what's best for the children. Okay. At first you said, no. Do I want my children to be happy instead of me? No, I want to be happy. So now you're worried about the children. Okay. I said, all right, I get it. And she said, Frank, you're just so angry and upset. I said, I am angry and I'm upset. I said, the difference is I don't take my anger out on you. Never once since this whole thing have I cursed you out. Have I yelled at you? I've never, ever done anything aggressive to you, towards you, nothing. She had the nerve to say, no, that's not true. You said, you told me, and I have it recorded, you told me you took my effing kids. I said, yeah, I did. I said, play the video. Obviously, you're not going to hear me yelling. And she was referring to a conversation that we had when she tried to postpone the hearing, the custody hearing, right? And I said, yo, why are you going to do this? I said, you took, and I cursed. I said, you took my effing kids, took my effing son, you took my daughter, and then now you're going to postpone the hearing when we're finally, after 3 months of me jumping through hoops to see them, and Wasn't yelling. It was just like this. So I said, well, play the video then. If I'm yelling and screaming like you said. And of course, she wouldn't play the video. You know, um, I just said, look, I don't understand why you had to go through all this and over the past 6 months. And I knew, but for me, I needed that confirmation because I felt like I was giving up on my family. And that's something I refused to do, right? But that's what I felt. And for me, I couldn't move on until I had that confirmation. I don't know if anybody's gonna understand that or something, especially because she's done this shit, you know, dozens of times. Run to her mom's house for a couple weeks, you know. So, yeah, anyway. So I said, all right, well, we'll get this divorce rolling and, you know, get this shit over and done with. For me, the sooner you get my last name off of you, the better. Yeah, the sooner you get my last name off of you, the better. Because she liked having a Spanish last name. She enjoyed that. You know, that was like, I don't know, it made her feel special or something. And, you know, she has she struggles with her security, you know, her image and stuff like that a lot. So I was like, man, the sooner you get my name off you, the better. And I can move forward and you can move forward and you could be happy and I could be happy and, you know, hopefully you meet somebody that, you know, that you could be happy with and my children will see you happy and vice versa. You know, so it felt like such a weight was lifted off my shoulders when I tell you that. And it still didn't feel like great, you know, because obviously that's not what I want. I want my family. I still want my family, right? But sometimes shit just don't work out like that, right? So now my family is me and the kids. You know, and I'll go and make the best out of it. And I still struggle though, because like I took Major shopping for clothes the other day and I'm like, man, I don't know his size. And, you know, just stuff like that. And then I'm like, you know, when I cook them their food at night or I'm like, man, I don't make them enough vegetables because I don't eat vegetables. And I'm just like, it's just it's a lot of pressure. Especially because of the bar that I set myself as a father, as a man. You know, it's not easy. And now I'm like, all right, well, you know, we just got to figure out what to do with the house and, you know, what to do with all this and all that. Of course, I won't get no communication from her. You know, of course I won't. But I don't have to wait for her anymore, right? I can, you know, I went and seen a lawyer before I met with her, and they was like, yo, everything she's doing works in your favor. It's, you know, that falls under abandonment. That works in your favor 100%. So, yeah. But I'd still rather get this shit over with sooner, you know, than later. That's it. You know, I thank you guys, everybody that has prayed for my family, prayed for us. Thank you guys. I ask you to please continue to do so, right? Yeah, this still isn't easy. But at least now I know and I can move forward with my life, right? Whatever that looks like, whatever that means, whether that means me being single for a long time or me not, I don't know. I don't know. I know I don't like being alone. I've been alone my whole life. You know, I don't like that. I've been alone my whole life since the age of, you know, 12 years old until, you know, I came home from jail and me and Rachel got together. That whole period I've been alone. I don't like that. Um, you know, so that's what it is. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Seriously. From the bottom of my heart, clearly. I thank you guys. And I hope everybody has a great day. Remember to be kind, loving, and patient. Stay blessed, y'all.